Test 1. Exam practice. Listening, Part 4. You'll hear a radio interview with Louise Graham, who works as a group leader at Ravensfield Outdoor Adventure Centre. For questions 24 to 30, choose the best answer, A, B, or C. You now have 1 minute to look at Part 4.
Pause the recording for 1 minute. You'll need to play the recording twice.
I have with me this evening Louise Graham, a group leader at Ravensfield Outdoor Adventure Centre for Children, and I'm going to ask her a few questions about her work and how she feels about it. So, to begin with, Louise, how long have you been there?
Well, before I first went there a couple of years ago, I thought I'd probably only stay for a year. But after 6 months or so, I really started to enjoy the job. So I spoke to the manager, Ms. Harvey, and asked her if I could work there permanently. She said she'd have to check with head office, and fortunately, they said yes. And I've been there ever since. I'm really glad I stayed.
Though, from what you say, you weren't really sure about the work at first. Why was that?
I suppose it was because when I first arrived, I had few qualifications and not much experience. So when I realised how many different things I'd have to do, and how well the staff seemed to do them, to be honest, I was lacking in self-confidence and a bit worried about making mistakes. The children's safety is so important, of course, and sometimes I was frightened I might put them in danger because of my inexperience. But nothing ever happened, because everything at the centre is so carefully organised that accidents are very rare. And I took to working with kids straight away. It was really interesting right from the start.
What's the best thing about it?
One thing I like is seeing them have so much fun, even if sometimes their behaviour isn't perfect. And my job's quite creative, in that I can suggest activities that haven't been tried before. But there are always some children who haven't got quite as much ability as others. And for me, the most rewarding part of the job is getting them to succeed in things they haven't managed to do before. It's hard work, though. You spend the whole day out canoeing and climbing, for instance. Then you have things to do in the evening too. And sometimes you're on duty at night.
What do you think about that?
Well, I can't say I look forward to starting work at 10 p.m, but the kids have to be looked after 24/7, so someone has to do it, and all the staff take turns. And you get a day off when you change from days to nights and back again.
So, it's a good place to be, in fact.
Yes. The company support the staff in various ways, offering training, helping them get qualifications that will be useful to them in their careers, and so on. It's a good place for everyone, really. The courses have a really positive effect on the kids, especially on their interpersonal and social development. You can see the difference when they arrive and when they leave. They're fitter too. And often the parents tell us how grateful they are for the effort we've made. That's one of the many things I like about working there.
What else?
Well, the pay's not bad, especially when you remember it's quite a small company. And in a year or so, I hope to be able to get a car. And socially, it's great. Several of the people I work with are now more than just colleagues. We have a great time together, and 4 of us go on holiday together during our winter break. In summer, of course, we don't get much time off.
No, I can imagine. Now, tell me, what are your career plans? Do you think you'll carry on working in outdoor adventure centres, or find something else?
I'll be happy in this line of work for some time. I was thinking recently about maybe one day moving to somewhere bigger, with more opportunities. But after speaking to group leaders at other centres, I think I'm quite lucky to be where I am. Not always as a group leader, though. My ambition is to become assistant manager there, though moving up to that position might take me some time. There are 6 people who've been there longer than me, and I'm fairly certain that 2 of them have the same idea.